Oh my God, we got our phone line fixed, our interview line. Oh, you have no idea how happy I am. It's Mighty Iris. I'm in the studio right now. Listen up, everyone. I'm about to receive a phone call from a red-headed vixen. If you were a Nickelodeon kid, you definitely watched her as the sarcastic and lovable Robin Russo on The Secret World of Alex Mack. She also stole the show with her laugh-out-loud scenes in the Babysitter's Club movie, one of my favorites. From Little Monsters to Boy Meets World to Freaky Friday, Beverly Hills 90210, and more. She's also an advocate for mental health, recovery, and healing. And now she's going full throttle into the podcast world to embrace the nostalgia, share personal truths, reflect, and spread love with open arms to all who listen in hopes that it reaches someone who really needs it. She's kickstarted her podcast with some big name powerhouse actors, and it's only going to get better from here. We're Still Here, Babe is now streaming on YouTube and anywhere you get your podcasts. She's calling me right now. Please welcome this unstoppable baddie, Natanya Ross. Natanya Ross. Hello, Miss Natanya.
Hi, how are you?
I'm better now. My goodness. You're my childhood, so I grew up with you. We're not that.
Don't make me cry.
We have something in common. Dude, I have itchy ear canals too.
Yes, it's the worst.
It's awful.
It really is. It's awful, yeah.
Like, I'm violently fingering my ear hole. And if I want to be a gentleman about it, like, I'll use a Q-tip. You know what I mean? But damn,
oh
like,
my gosh, you're so cute.
This is insane. I hate it so much. It might be allergies. I don't know. Do you have allergies like that?
Kind of. What state are you in?
Like, okay, so mine, and I had this last year too.
No, like, where do you live?
Oh,
where do you live?
State. I thought you meant mentally. I'm in San Antonio, Texas.
Oh,
yeah.
You're in Texas. Okay, I'm just like, I know the weather there very well. And yeah, like with my heat flashes, I would have never survived summers in Texas. So God bless you.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. So, okay. Are you at a Comic-Con right now? Because I saw your post with the Boy Meets World people.
No, yeah. No, right before Danielle left, they did their very last episode ever of Pod Meets World. So They were so kind. Yeah, I know, but it's okay. They announced they're moving to Girl Meets World next, which is awesome. So the show will continue on. Everything will continue on. And they have, I think, a good 4 or 5 seasons, if I'm not mistaken, of Girl. So that will be exciting for fans that got to watch Boy Meets World when they were younger and then follow them through with Girl. And then obviously now on to Pod Meets World. So that's what that was. I just went to support and it was awesome. And we got to be there with Will's wife and Danielle's mom and who I hadn't seen in forever, and really exciting night.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. I love those guys. Oh my God, man, crushes growing up. So that's awesome.
I know, they're like, half of them are my best friends. Marty's my best friend.
Dude, he's such a hottie. Oh my God, what a hunk.
I know. He turned out well, that man. He turned out well, that's for sure. I actually dated Chauncey when we were doing a movie together in Canada when we were kids, and Pat, the great Hambino, was one of my best friends growing up. So I have a really close connection to that cast, and then I would fly around with them all over to do autograph signings and stuff. They're all going to be on the show. We already have Pat. We released Marty's. Pat's coming out soon. Chauncey, and then we're doing Vic, Shane, and Grant together.
You got them all.
And then,
whoa.
And then I'm forcing Brandon to do one on his own.
Oh my God. So you dated Chauncey? Because I was watching the Shadow Zone movie. It's on Plex.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm honestly hoping that you're going to be in Dugout Dads. I'm like keeping my fingers crossed for that because that trailer made me so happy.
You're so cute. Well, I hate to break your heart. I will not be in this first season of Dugout Dads, but from your lips to God's ears, I'm quite sure if it continues on, they will find something for me as well. But, I'm really busy with the podcast right now, which is exciting. And we're in our first month. We just released episode 4. It's been a busy time for sure. I'm so glad I didn't know how much work this was going to be before I started with the podcast, or I might have psyched myself out. And I say this openly because I'm almost emotional saying it. It's why we support independent artists, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a funny thing. I think a lot of people look at me and would expect that I would just get deals right out of the gate and stuff like that. And because, I mean, my guest list is insane, and I know that, you know?
Oh, yeah.
But these are all just like my friends. It really is. I mean, you'll hear week after week, I'm just having conversations with my friends. They just happen to be conversations about things that are very important in life that I truly believe will help somebody else listening. And if not help, it will maybe heal a little piece of somebody. And every episode is different and so special. And I've gotten so many different compliments for each episode in different ways, right? Like my first one with Virginia Madsen. She's my best friend's aunt. So she's been in my life for 25 years. Her husband is one of my main photographers. You know, they're family to me. And there would be nobody else I would kick it off with except for Marty, right? So he goes next. And then that episode was very emotional for a lot of people, a lot of fans, including Marty and myself. And Marty never reposts podcasts he's on, never. But I saw that he reposted, and this sums up my relationship with Marty in a nutshell. Is that, and also if you can get me a copy of this, I'll send it to him so he can hear it.
Yeah.
Is that he always seems to just be there exactly when I'm going to get emotional again, when I need him. Because I saw a repost that he did, and he reposted his episode of my podcast and said, you know, I never listen to podcasts I'm on or repost them, but this one's so special to me because it's my best friend, you know, and it just really reminds you of what's important in life. And then the next episode is Marla Sokoloff, and that was my best friend growing up.
Yeah.
And also my castmate in 2 different movies, pretty big movies in the 90s. And only her and I were the only 2 people that could talk about what that experience was like for us, because we were best friends going into it. So we're Larissa and I, you know? And so I believe in that episode, you really get to see 2 adult women revert back to teenagers and make amends to each other in ways that they've held on to their whole life. When I watched the episode back, that's what I got out of it, trying to watch it as like a third party.
Yeah.
And then, you know, with Ryder and Will, I'm close with them too. So it doesn't get less from here. I don't know how to say it in like a non-asshole way, but like, you know, we're holding steady at the pace that we're at, if that makes sense, you know?
Yeah, I'm loving the conversation so far. I'm learning so much more about you, and I love that. I love the dynamic with your friends, and you just see the love there, and you feel it too when you're watching it, and I love the name of your podcast. We're Still Here, Babe. And can I tell you what it means to me when I first heard it?
Please, I would love to hear.
I feel it's like almost like we've been through our version of hell, but we're still trying our best to exist and be here for each other. And we could be saying this to a friend or even a stranger, and it's like a cheers, you know, let's touch glasses and we're still here. And I just want to raise my glass to that saying. It's such a good one. It makes me feel warm inside, you know?
I love that. That's so sweet. I love that. Yay. Yeah, it's pretty simple. It's like I never went anywhere. I'm still here, you know? And for me, like my tagline, it's really a tagline for my life, is just that quitting was never an option for me.
Yeah.
You know, I just, you know, the universe had a lot in store for me to get through till I could get to another side. It was a little rough.
Yeah.
But, you know, what do they say? The universe picks its strongest soldiers for the biggest battles, or what? I don't know, some little saying like that. And it's been a beautiful life, and it's, you know, it's been a lot of tough shit I've had to get through as well. I don't know how much you know about my story, but it's, you know, it's heavy. It's a heavy story for sure.
It's very heavy. Yes. I saw your episode, and shout out to the Not So Little Rascals podcast, because Jordan and Blake, they are such
cuties,
great.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. That conversation, I was mind blown with the stuff that you've gone through, and I related to some of it, but I just can't imagine. It's just too wild. It's wild what you went through.
I know. I know. It's crazy. And it's not even because, you know, that's like kind of more of a PG podcast, so I didn't want to scare their fans off too much. But, if anybody out there is really interested in hearing a little bit more and deeper of my story, I have 3 podcasts actually that just came out all back to back. So it was kind of crazy for a minute there. But the Dopey podcast would probably be the best one to listen to. I think it's episode 587. This guy's been on forever. He's amazing. But it would just be episode named Natanya Ross, I believe. And then there's another one that I did with my friend Janine called Against All Odds recently. And these are all recovery podcasts. So it really gets into it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Do you really have a book that's ready to come out? Because I cannot wait to read that. My God. How ready?
Yeah.
Or have you given a release date? Did I miss it?
I mean, it's written.
Okay.
And we are trying to decide what. I'll give you a little exclusive.
Okay.
So Nate, my boyfriend, came up with the name for it.
Oh.
And I'm not going to release the name, but it's so good.
Okay.
And he wants to figure out how to put it out. So I said,
okay.
It's all yours. Figure it out, So, him and his business partner, Devin Lee. So Devin's my editor also for the podcast and my director of photography when we're able to shoot in person. You never know. They might just come up with something crazy. But regardless, it's coming out as a book no matter what. Hopefully by the end of 2027.
Okay, great. And for all of you listening, the Nate she is referring to is from Sabrina the Teenage Witch. He plays Harvey. I'm with you. I believe the universe just they send you signs and they just direct you where you're supposed to go. And the fact that you had a crush on him back in the day and he ends up being with you now like that, I love that.
Yeah, I mean, let me back up just a little bit. I didn't have a crush on him. I just always noticed him at parties. And because at that age, we were developing and we weren't these little cutesy things anymore. It was we were getting cool. And I was used to the boys liking me. But he was overage and a respectful young man.
That's good.
And yeah, exactly. And then shortly after that, he started dating Lindsay Sloan, actually. And I don't know if you remember her. She was on Sabrina for a little bit.
I remember her, yeah.
Yeah, and I never saw him again until I saw him again almost 3 years ago, yeah.
Whoa. Oh, my gosh.
Never even thought about him. I mean, nothing against him. It's how often do you think about someone you see at a party every so often in your teenage years? You don't, you know? So a mutual friend had connected us, and Sean Weiss, actually, if you know who that is, that's Goldberg from the Mighty Ducks.
Oh, I love him. Yeah.
Yeah. He was living with me at the time, and him and Nate growing up were best friends.
Oh my God. I'm geeking out. Love the Mighty Ducks.
We both just were, I would have destroyed him at that time. I just was not ready. And I did not want to bleed my last relationship onto someone who didn't cause those wounds. I spent the next couple of years just figuring out who the fuck I was. And I dated a little bit, and that was weird, and I hated it. I actually got a boyfriend for a minute, which was so fucking weird. And it was someone who I had been friends with when I was younger. I tend to do that. I'm noticing a pattern. I'm a kid who, found out she's adopted at 35 years old, never really felt an attachment to any family member ever before that. So I'm always trying to find my way home, and I think that's why I always go back to what feels familiar or what I know. So I started dating this guy. That was not it. And literally after that, I was like, I want to be alone. I just want to be alone. Let me just get through, my divorce went final. We had a huge divorce party. It was incredible. I showed up to a bar basically half naked and just sang Fleetwood Mac all night long on karaoke. I just monopolized the entire bar, and they loved it, and it was a very magical night for those people who were there. It was certainly a good way to celebrate the best night based on the worst mistake I've ever made in my life, right?
Yeah.
So all of that happened, and then 2 weeks later, I see that he posted something about that he had been in the hospital or something, so I just shot him a text and said, like, hey, saw you're in the hospital. Hope everything's okay. Let us know if you need anything. And then he texted me back, like, hey, thanks so much. I checked on him again a few days later, and we just started, like, texting. It was the weirdest thing. We just started texting. Yeah, and we were texting for, like, 3 hours, and it was midnight. And he's like, can I just call you? I was like, yeah. I know, it was really weird. And he called me, and we ended up being on the phone till 6 in the morning. And I was like, I gotta go. I have to go run some mental health groups. And I had no idea what was gonna come from it. I had no idea. I didn't know if he was gonna text me again or anything. And he did. He texted me that night, and we made a date for like a few days later, and it was honestly the most like emotionally intelligent and responsible date I've ever been on. We like literally discussed, if you got in a relationship, what are the non-negotiables, and I want to get married again. That's something very important to me, and I wanted to make sure everybody was on the same page. So it was just a really beautiful beautiful first date, and he kind of moved in and never left. And then 3 months later, we were like, fuck it, I'll just move into your house. And I've been here ever since, and it's 3 years later. Yeah. So
I love
almost
that.
Almost 3 years. Yeah. More like 2.5, actually. I add a little extra time. But yeah, but still 2.5 years is a long ass time,
Yeah. Oh, that's great. And I know mental health is very important to you. And I was curious what your safe place is. Like, what do you like to do to feel at peace? Is there like a song you like to listen to, a movie you like to put on, or what do you do?
That's a great question. I don't know, because I work in treatment and it's stressful, and I work with mental health clients.
Yeah.
And I'm also in the entertainment industry, and they can be two beautiful industries and two incredibly toxic industries all at once. Listen, if I'm being 100% transparent, I watch Secret Lives of Mormon Wives over and over and over and over and over.
Oh, yes, you like reality.
It's my new Vanderpump.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude, I'm rewatching Vanderpump right now. Oh my gosh, yeah.
I haven't even watched the new ones. I'm so behind. I'm so unlike me. By now, there's no way I wouldn't have been through the Summer House reunions, and I haven't even started Beverly Hills. I mean, it's crazy, but I've just been busy as fuck with this podcast,
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, dude, it's a drug, reality TV. Like Vanderpump, I don't know why I just decided to rewatch it, and I'm hooked all over again. So yeah, that show is nuts.
Trust me, I get it.
Yeah. So you've had a lot of people let you down, break your heart majorly. And I know I've held grudges. How do you let go of hate? I'm just curious how you do it. I don't even know that I've done it yet, because I have these moments sometimes and I'm like, fuck that guy or fuck that girl,
How do you let go of hate?
Yeah.
That's maybe one of the hardest challenges for a human soul, I would think, especially with justified anger, like when someone has done something wrong to you and like it's actually a fact, like this happened.
Yeah.
And I have every right to be angry, and anger can turn into hate very quickly. And hate is an incredibly similar emotion to love. So as an alcoholic, with all the lessons I've learned in 12-step and recovery programs and all the rehabs I've had to go to myself personally and all of my therapy throughout the years, what I've learned is holding on to hate is like drinking poison and expecting them to die. And it will never do me any good, and it will never hurt them because they don't care, right? Because one of the most important lessons we can ever know in life is that when somebody shows you who they are, you have to believe them. I have made allowances for people over and over and over and over in my lifetime. I have excused the bad behavior of men over and over and over in my lifetime, because I think societally we're taught, we want to be cool. We want to be like a guy's girl and a girl's girl and a this and a that. And I had a mother who robbed me blind, so how do you let go of hate? You have to really tap into why another person would have to do something like that. And have empathy for them. And also be very grateful that you are nothing like that kind of a person. And that's how you can let go of hate.
Yeah.
And getting over the hate of a betrayal is maybe one of the nastiest resentments you can get over, because it was the first time in my life that I had ever been suicidal.
Oh my God, that's so ugly. I am so sorry.
Like actually suicidal, to where my friends were incredibly concerned about me. I was checked into a hospital, and thank God. And I got to tell you, I don't think it had much to do with him. I think what happened is that Pandora's box opened, and it was like, boom, your mom, this, that, and just like everything in my lifetime that hadn't maybe been worked through as thoroughly as I thought. So in so many ways, listen, Nate Richard. Okay, cool. Yeah. Because you have no idea what's right around the corner. You know what I mean? Like, gosh, okay. Yeah. Sure, I'll take all of the entire decade of the 90s heartthrob and every girl in the world that had his picture up on her wall. Sure, yeah, no problem. Okay, we can trade. No big deal. But like, also, I'm being a dick right now just because I clearly still have so much like bitterness towards that situation. But I have no hate or malice in my heart. Yeah. So I've had to forgive them in my own way, just like I have had to do with everybody else, because life is short.
Yeah.
And unless they're going to actually pay the money, you don't get to take space in my head anymore. You can't. I'm sorry. Those days are done, you guys. We're too old for that shit now. Yeah. We're like, where's my ladies, 40 to 50, perimenopausal gang? Like, come on. We don't have time for this shit anymore. We don't have time for like men's bad behavior, bad behavior, whether it's in the workplace, at home. Like, find yourself an actual Harvey Kinkle. Get rid of the husband that you have now, who treats you like shit, who ignores you and plays video games all day, and go find you an actual Harvey fucking Kinkle. Because that's what you deserve in life. But God, you just never know why things are happening when they're happening. And that this whole time the universe had something else in store for me. And when I met Nate, truly, I was like, oh, okay, got it. I was meant to go through all of that pain to understand that this is actually what a man is supposed to be.
Yeah.
And if I had to go through that kind of pain every single day again and do that all over again, if it led me to Nate every time, I'll do it. You know, I mean that. He's that quality of a human being, and I love him that much. And I forgive. What other choice do I have? I forgive. Yeah. You know?
Oh, that's great.
I forgive. And it's so unfair for anybody to tell anybody else that recovery doesn't matter as much as somebody else's just because it's done differently. And even though I haven't drank in almost 20 years, it doesn't mean that my life is perfect, you know? And I think the longer I don't drink, the worse my mental health gets, you know? It's because there's nothing there to block it. You know, there's nothing there to numb it. I have to literally deal with it. So I'm forced to sit there and cry my fucking eyes out every night, although I'm sure I would have been doing that on alcohol as well. But you get it. You get it.
Yeah. Going back to your finding out that you were adopted in your 30s, the universe is so wild, because how weird that you played a character named Robin and that was your birth mom's name.
I know. Yeah, I know. That is weird. That is a weird one. It's been like that my whole life, just these weird synchronicities like this.
Oh my gosh. Alex Mack, I am shocked that it's not on Paramount, because all the, like, Are You Afraid of the Dark, Rocco's Modern Life, Salute Your Shorts.
We are also shocked.
Yeah, what the heck? I mean, I'm sure you don't know why it's not on there, but I wanted to voice that because it needs to be on there. I should write a letter.
It does.
And the Babysitters Club, man, I mean, because I grew up watching, you know, Mighty Ducks, The Little Giants, all this stuff, and the Babysitters Club was just so girly and girl power-ish to me. I put that on every now and then. It's kind of like my Wizard of Oz. Like, it makes me feel like a kid again. And
oh, that's so cute. I love that.
Girl to girl.
I love hearing that. That's so sweet.
Girl to girl, though, like, my crush was, as a kid, on Alan Gray. Aaron Metchik, is that his last name? Metchik.
Aaron Metchik, yeah. All the girls liked Aaron Metchik, yeah. And listen, it's not like we blamed anybody, but I'm sure you know the lore. My guy was Austin.
Yes.
So what are you going to do? You know, that was my first boyfriend, my first... He's very private, but I would just absolutely die to get him on the podcast.
Oh, I was going to ask. Yes, please. Oh my God, I would love that. And now, like watching it as an adult, because I watched it over the weekend, I'm totally crushing on Christy's dad, the unreliable dad, Peter Horton. What
oh my
a
God,
fox.
how funny. Yes, that is hilarious too. Oh my God.
And your lines are so funny. Those are the lines that make me laugh out loud. Did you feel like you were the funny one in that movie? Because you were.
Yeah,
okay,
I'm always
good.
the funny one. It's just, I'm always like the comic relief somehow. And you know what? Hold on one second. I'm so sorry. My dog is like scratching me.
Oh, cutie pie.
What a blessing, you know? Yeah, I love being the comedic relief. I mean, my first ever idol was Lucille Ball.
Yeah.
And like some of my idols in the 90s, Anna Faris, Elisa Donovan, she, you know, listen, I do have access to some of those Sabrina people, if you know what I mean. So.
Dude, God, your podcast is going to blow up because of you are just connected to so many people. Just one thing that blows my mind is like, did you do a pilot with Tim Curry? It was a pilot, right?
I did. Yes, I did a pilot with Tim Curry. Yes.
So Tim Curry, Colleen Camp was in Babysitter's Club, Freaky Friday, Eileen Brennan. That's like Clue. Did you work with Martin Mull too?
No.
Okay.
Martin Mull was on Sabrina.
You're so connected. I love Clue. It blows my mind that you're in movies with all these people.
It's so funny because Nate only has one photo of Sabrina up, and it's a photo of him and Martin Mull.
Oh, love him. He's so funny. Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. Rest in peace to him.
Oh, so I know I love Brittany Murphy and the fact that you knew her. Did you guys keep in touch over the years before your 8 Mile auditions?
Yeah, a little bit. We did.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I would see her at parties, you know, stuff like that. It wasn't as much as I would have liked to stay in touch, but they were older, you know, they were the older kids kind of. And so it was different, you know?
Okay. Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Does any part of you for your podcast want to pull some Freaky Friday strings to get like Sandra Bernhard or like Carol Kane or Andrew Keegan even?
Yes, I think Andrew Keegan eventually will come around and want to do the podcast. Absolutely. As far as the other ones, I don't know. I wasn't really in scenes with them. Mm-hmm. So that'd be a little bit of a different thing. And I think I have a long list of people to get through, though. I know that. And, you know, right now we have 25 more actually shot and edited and ready to go. And then 10 more that we're filming and 10 more that, I mean, it's just a non-stop machine. And it's just like banger after banger after banger. And it's a surprise. That's been such a joy, too. And the fans are like, no way.
Yeah.
That's who you have this week. That's crazy. Like, that's been a really joyful part of it as well.
Yes, those reveals are great. My God, I fangirl hard over those reveals that you do. Yeah.
Yay. That's amazing. Oh, thank you for that.
Mm-hmm. And Gabby Hoffman, I don't know if you still talk to her, but love her. I grew up watching her too.
She's amazing. We'll definitely try and get her for sure.
Before I let you go, just what's the hardest part of having a podcast? What's the most, I guess, stressful part of it or challenging part of it?
Well, I mean, I'm so new in it. It's my first month, you know, so the most stressful part is really praying that the universe lets this podcast be found where it's meant to be found, you know, and that we're able to sustain it. Right now, we're kind of looking at potential Kickstarters and stuff like that. It's an expensive venture and it's not easy. And it costs money, but it's my dream. And I had no idea that it was my dream. So I want to make it happen at any cost. And, you know, we do cool stuff too. I think you follow me on Instagram, but I'll put up there. We sell like Babysitter's Club 8x10s and Alex Mack. And I have a lot of really, really, really limited first run, only run really photos for the podcast, like 8x10s of like some of the first podcast art that was made, which is kind of cool because it'll never be out again. Yeah, because we went to a totally different thing. So you'll see, like, I go on there because I can't make it to a lot of conventions right now. So I'll sell them online and all of that good stuff. So all of that stuff goes back into the podcast. Everything helps. So that's been the most challenging thing. That's what I will say.
Well, you are killing it so far. You're a great conversationalist. So
Thank you.
Yes, this looks like this is what you're supposed to be doing, and I love it. I'm going to just keep manifesting that Dugout Dad does well and that you get to be in a future, role in there. I look forward to reading your book, and I look forward to watching more of these episodes of your podcast. We're still here, babe. Love it so much.
Sweet. You're so cute. That's so sweet. Thank you. That's much appreciated.
For sure. Thank you so much for talking to me. Thank you so much, Miss Natanya.
You are so welcome. My pleasure. My absolute pleasure.
Okay, I'll keep in touch.
Sounds good, babe.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.